Alright guys, so today the update just dropped. It's like 7:28 that I'm recording. So today we are gonna be testing the MiG 29M, the Gripen D, and we're gonna be looking at the Murder Hornet and the Bullet. So first, let's try out the MiG 29M. Um, okay, so this thing already looks extremely good. Let's see. Very cool looking afterburner. Let's see. This thing accelerates very quickly, which is very good. Like this is a very OP aircraft. Now, sadly, you can only carry 30 flares and 30 chav, so um you can't just like spam it. It's like if you're notching, you can't just spam chav. You have to like spam chav in order to be conservative over. So like if there's a iron missile, I do a very slow flare. I don't spam it like that. Now, first off, this thing has very good speed. Now let's test out these. So this thing can carry R77s, which is extremely good. However, sadly, this thing is a squadron vehicle. So first thing I want to test is like how good. Like let's see if like so. First off, this is what the R77 can do. It can turn really weird. It can turn really well. Sorry. Um, so that's the R77. Now let's. I don't see any other targets. But, I think. Wait, where are our targets? Wait. So wait. There's only one target. Okay. So this is the R77. As you can see, this thing is a Fox 3. So, for example, the reason why it went up is so that I can go out to a certain place. The one thing I want to say about this cannon is that this thing has very good flare dump. I love this thing, and my missile. So I'm giving the MiG 29M a 10 out of 10 for speed. This thing is pretty freaking fast. Now it's not fast like the Dark Star, those legendary aircraft, but this thing is definitely OP. The RWR seems great. Now, hopefully it's not like the vegan RWR, because like I'm pretty sure with that thing, if you like fly close or something on. Next test is the R73. Now these missiles have the exact same profile picture as the Magics. Don't know why. Okay, let's see how this is. Okay. This thing a 10 out of 10. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Sorry about that. Alright, anyways, so sorry about that. I have to fix it. Yeah, but this thing is now here's the this thing burns fuel extremely quickly. As you can see, this thing does burn fuel fast. However, luckily I'm not using my fuel, so I'm not running out. So as you can see, the R73 can do like off-board shots extremely well. So next up, I want to see, So now what I'm trying is the. I'm so sorry, but next up is the thrust evolution. So for this, I'm going to change a few things. Alright, so as you can see, I think I'm going to buy the MiG 23 because it's at rank 8. And as you can see here, it's actually easier to what's this? Yeah, I think that's the first like ever version. But anyways, um, the thing can carry 8 R77. There's 4 R27s. Two of them can carry 8 R73s. So, and for CAS, this thing is somewhat good for CAS. Now, I don't really like CAS because it's kind of boring in my opinion. So I'm not gonna do it. So the MiG-29M will be getting a 10 out of 10. Next up is the Sweden Gripen D. I've been waiting for this thing. This thing had me so excited for like so many days. It's crazy. And this thing gets a pretty decent amount of countermeasures. Now, as you can see, you can carry, and the Gripen is very good for CAS. Very good for CAS. So let's just hop into like a match and just see what happens. Alright, so this is my first ever time using any Gripen. Yes, I know I don't play War Thunder that much, but this is very cool. So first up, the cockpit. The cockpit, it's very um it's very easy to read. Um and yeah, I think that's the HMD that this thing has. Now sadly I cannot toggle the backseater. And just so you know, the backseater doesn't say anything. Like it would be cool if he could say like missile in the air, like something like Maverick would say, like and or something like that. Now first off, the thrust away ratio. This thing is the king of thrust away ratio. It can conquer you. Now this thing does not have a cannon. However, um, however, the reason why this thing shines is because one, it's a Gripen, so it's like very maneuverable. And two, I mean, what other aircraft is like this? I mean, just look at this. This is pretty good. Now, I actually don't see any targets. Okay, what is happening? There's like no targets in, it's like nothing to target at besides ground targets. I don't know. Yeah, this is strange. Okay, well, let me do some adjustments. Alright. So I'm back in the other thing now. I don't see any like targets. That's cool. And it looks like my fuel is also not going down. Okay, everything's just wrong. But yeah, this is not good. First off is the acceleration. This thing is pretty good for acceleration for the most part. Very good roll rate. Roll rate. That. As you can see, this thing is pretty amazing, in my opinion. The only downside is that this thing doesn't really get any like good like OP missiles. It gets AIM-120As and AIM-9Ms. Now it doesn't get AIM-9Ms, so that kind of fixes the problem of it not being like terrible, but also not being like OP. Now the radar is much better, so your AIM-120s are able to reach. farther like distance. Just like that. That, but as you can see, that's one target down. Now my controller is about to die, so I'm probably gonna end the video soon. But can't find another target. It was just a target. Right? Next test is the aim nines. Now this thing does have an undisplay map. As you see, once again, this is my first time using an aim 9M. Very good missile. And next up is the red. Now I'm carrying a full like fuel tank, so I can climb as easily. This thing is pretty good. I mean, it's a very very good, very good. But now that so yeah, the grip I'm gonna give like an 8. Me personally, I just like the MiG more, but I think the gripping is gonna get an 8. Now remember, now these they actually don't cost that much. They cost 8,000, so that means they both. I mean, you can buy 5,000 Golden Eagles, right, and get like 2,000, or you can get this, but that's a lot. But next up is the F-16 Pobit. Um, this vehicle is just an upgraded F-15C. As you can see, this thing is at 14.3. Very good. It carries AIM 120Ds. Um, I I don't know what GNSS is, but these missiles are like probably the best missiles in the game. Probably. They carry AIM 120C5 and H1Bs, AIM-9Ms, and this is what it looks like. You carry 6 missiles, a bunch of flare pods, and chaff, and everything else, and some Mavericks. But pretty OP if you ask me. Now, sadly, it can only get like third, like the 69. It's like 660 each or something like that. And yeah, but this thing is pretty much the king of top tier right now. Um, next thing is let's see. The next thing is for Great Britain, the F-18F. This vehicle is a Hornet, but it has a twin-seater. This one can also carry the AIM-120D, AIM-120C5s, AIM-120Bs, and AIM-9Ms. So this one is also a very OP aircraft. And it carries way more countermeasures, 120. This is what it can carry 12 missiles, so it can carry 14 missiles. 12 of them being AIM-120Ds, which is just outrageous. It can carry 11 bombs. Oh, that's more than a ton of bombs. That's crazy. And carry, all the ordnance for that. And I think that's it. I don't think any other vehicles have been added, like, now. Well, yeah, the J-15. This is a Su-33, but it's more modernized. It can carry the Yak the YJ NG3K anti-ship missile. It can carry the PL-12A, which gives genus or something, and it can carry PL-8, but it's just a more modernized, see, flanker D. And I think that's it. I don't think any other, well, besides Sweden and like, I don't think Israel got things. So And honestly, I don't really know what to choose. Probably gonna choose. I could, yes. Sorry about that, but yeah, I'll see you guys later.